What's going on? Back plugged in again with your boy the Prophet. So today, man, we got a tier list video for you guys. We're gonna be breaking down all of the best premium characters in the game. So real quick, I'll cover this before I get started. Range collision is going to be talked about a lot. If you don't know the difference between range collision and melee collision, I'll just explain it real quick. Range collision is inconsistent damage, pushes enemies back versus just spiking them instantaneously for max damage. So if you have a range collision strong attack, especially first strong attack, it's like the worst thing that you can have in the game because you're going to clear content very inconsistently and very slow. So you'll hear that a lot, and I just wanted to kind of set that basis for ground of understanding to move on a little bit quicker. The first few rows I'm going to speed past them just to get this over. We about to get it popping. Hope you guys do the content. Let's get it lit. Trash. Shout out to the sponsor, gang. Appreciate you guys, and now we back plugged in again. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into the video. So we're gonna go ahead and be starting the list off in C tier with Quincy Ichigo. Range collision first and second strong attack, as well as range collision normal attack. So you can never get consistent damage with this character. He always pushes back instead of just spiking for the max amount of damage, which really holds him back massively. If he didn't have weakening, I don't think he'd be under Sajin. But yeah, Sajin has a better second strong attack. Quincy Ichigo does have a perfect third strong attack with weaken. He has a bad killer though, 2 bad strong attacks, and a horrible Nad string. His soul bomb does hit a little bit harder because of the weaken. This Sajin, he does have frenzy, range collision first, range collision, melee collision split for his second strong attack, and his third is only 900 radius, not full screen. He does have a good killer, but last ditch survival link, so no recharge or strong attack damage. Between all the rest of these characters in C tier, none of them have frenzy or flurry. Shinji has double immunities. The Shunsui has 1 immunity. And then Retsu's range. These two are melee, so they clear faster. Melee characters clear content faster than range characters because of the AI and how range attacks are like slower and not so potent with the damage. So really the only difference between the characters under here is that Shuhei has double killers, but Retsu hits harder than him. Ichigo's a Nad link, but Orihime is a 20 DR link, so she's safer, but she can't guard break with her second strong attack. So yeah, moving up to B tier, and this was really hard. There's a whole lot of characters with, you know, range collision first and then a vortex second, so it was really hard to differentiate. It came down to a few things. Tensa being a little bit better stats and skill wise, and then him having a 14 recharge link with a Soul Reaper killer. Nell has a range collision first with a vortex second, just like him, with the full screen third, just like him. She does have weakened defense on her soul bomb, which does make her soul bomb hit harder than his over time anyways. Well, she has burn too, but yeah, her soul bomb hits harder than his. And weakened defense is the best debilitating element to have in epic raids. So beyond epic raids, it's still pretty good, but not as crazy. But yeah, so her special hits harder, but her first isn't even as good as his, and he's 14 recharge with slightly better stats. Kugo Ginjo, range collision first, which is actually a pretty solid range collision. It's like 100 magnification by 100 magnification instead of like, normally it's supposed to be like 120 mag. So if his first strong attack hits the same enemy twice, it'll actually do more damage than an average first strong attack. However, it's still range collision, so it's collision based, which means like if you swipe the attack and you kill 3 enemies, but the next wave of enemies spawned a hair like in front of them, it passes right through. Versus the beam, it'll kill those 3, and even if the next wave are a little bit behind, the beam is still out. It just detonate, kills instantly, which massively amplifies your clear time. This Kisuke does have a 725 beam first strong attack, which is the best first strong attack in the game without Havoc, standardly anyways. His second is a range collision with very, very, very abysmal range. It does lend itself to be a boss killer move, meaning if you can get really close to the boss, you can spike them for a lot of damage. But I mean, you gotta get like right up on them booty cheeks, like, you know what I'm saying? And he does have Disabler though, but it only works with his third strong attack, so keep that in mind. This Yoruichi would actually be like a lot higher, but she's a strong attack damage link, all melee collision strong attacks. She has a distant AoE third, but her soul bomb is not full screen, and that absolutely cripples her, as she does have long stride with 4 flash ups, make her the exact same speed as the Lost Agent Soifon. But the biggest, it's not even the recharge link or the sad link, it's that her soul bomb is literally like, it's a lot. It's significantly, it's half the size as a regular full screen soul bomb. This Shinji is a DR link with Soul Reaper Killer, all melee collision strong attack, even though his second strong attack is a crawling vortex, which you cannot cancel out of. He does have a transformation mechanic which refills his strong attacks after he uses his soul bomb, which is actually pretty cool, and a full screen third. This Haruka, she does have weakening on pretty much everything except her second, with a boost and recharge link, and that honestly is the only reason she's even up this high. If she didn't have a boost, she would be like Quincy Ichigo tier, to be quite frank with you. She does have a better killer than Quincy Ichigo, but you know, a boost and weaken makes you solid for Guild Quest. This Ishin has the 725 first strong attack. His second is the range collision melee collision split, and his third is a full screen if I'm not mistaken. Last ditch survival link, and a Rancor killer. Nothing too special. He does have a better first strong attack than pretty much everybody on this tier except for Kisuke, but his second strong attack is very, very mediocre. This Shunsui here has a range collision first with the vortex second, and yeah, lacerate. Honestly, he should probably be like right here. Yeah, he should be like right now. I would say right here. Because he does have a range collision first, vortex second, and then full screen third with lacerate. Yeah, but it's just inconsistent damage, and having to use your first and second to kill is not good at all. This Ikaku does have 2 killers, but he has a range collision first, and a full stamina damage link, with double killers being a Rancor and Soul Reaper, but he can't break guard with his second strong attack because it's a melee classified move, meaning he has a range collision first and he can't break guard with the second strong attack, so holds him back quite significantly. But his third seems to fit pretty nice. This Kita, honestly, if he had a full screen third, he would be a lot higher, but he's a DR link with double killers being a Rancor and Hollow with weakening on everything, lunge first, beam second strong attack, and a 900 radius third with weakening on everything with the DR link. Yamamoto and Ichigo, I'm going to talk about them at the same time because they both have double killers, being Soul Reaper and Hollow, and then Soul Reaper and a Rancor. But Yamamoto has a better, well, Ichigo has a better first because he has Havoc, but Yamamoto has a better second than him. And Ichigo has a better third because it's 1080 radius, but Yamamoto does have burn on everything, and the fact that Ichigo's second comes back less often than your average second strong attack makes it so that Yamamoto is going to clear content faster than him. This Tech Tensa, bro, like, I'm actually tripping. He should be before him, to be quite frank with you. Yeah, this Tech Tensa has a really good kit. Lunge first, and he has his second is like a smash on the ground in front of him, but it is melee collision, and it's a standard recharge with the Soul Reaper Killer. He actually has a lunging full screen third, which is pretty cool, and a Soul Reaper Killer. People forget about him because the Flyzen came out a little bit after him, but he's just as good as Flyzen. in a lot of cases, just because he don't have to wait so long for a second strong attack. But Flyzen's first with Transcendence nowadays is just so busted. Then we're going to talk about Young Byakuya, lunging first and a 20-hit Vortex with Havoc, 1200 radius third strong attack with Lacerate and No Affiliation Killer. This anniversary Ukiura has Poise, a boost with a barrier, with Enhancer, a very nice distance he travels on his lunging first strong attack, and a charge third that hits in 2 waves, so that does hold him back a little bit. Kyone Centaur, range collision first, 800 radius second, 900 radius third, built-in recharge link as a skill, and last ditch survival. No, low stamina damage, but 30%. You got this Ikaku, lunging first. His second strong attack, you can't cancel out of it. It's the same as Bankai Rukia. And then his third is full screen, no ailments or anything like that. Kaname has a 1000 radius first strong attack. He has it is range collision, but he has Havoc. So it's like encompasses the entire screen and hits very fast for good, pretty consistent damage. Second is a Vortex, weakening on everything, 1080 third. This Ukiura has one of the best charge attacks in the game. 1080 radius, distant AoE with Havoc. So he does have Havoc. He charges up the Spirit Bomb, boom, just drops it in front of him, gets back range, side range, and everything in front. His first is range collision, which if he had a beam first strong attack, he would actually be like an S tier unit, to be quite frank with you guys. But yeah, gonna go ahead and move on. I'm gonna try and keep this as smooth as possible. Moving on to A+ tier, we have Heart Tosh. Beam first strong attack being 725. His second is a barrier move. He does have full stamina damage, which means as long as he doesn't take damage, then he hits for 20% more strong attack, normal attack, and soul bomb. And he does have a 10 start barrier. So yeah, very good. Start barrier, and he can create barriers with his second strong attack. If he had a recharge link, he would be a lot better. Just saying, rather than full stamina damage, but full stamina makes him hit harder. Forbin Ichigo has a strong attack damage link, which is similar to full stamina damage, except it's only strong attack damage, and he don't have to be full stam. So it's just a 20% strong attack damage increase, basically. But he has the beam second strong attack, which his second strong attack is Tosh's first strong attack, and a lot of other people now it's first, along with the lunge first, and then a full screen third that hits in like 2 to 3 waves. So it is a bit segmented, but the damage is still generally good. If this character gets a strong attack recharge link, 10% with Havoc, he's literally going to be right up there with the Tech Rukia, who she's a S+ tier unit. So manga, Fierce Battle Aizen, he's held back massively by his first strong attack, which is range collision. He does hit hard enough that if the mobs all line up in a line, his first strong attack might be able to rip through several waves. But his second strong attack is a barrier move, which only comes back 20 seconds at max cooldown. And then his third is a full screen. He does have a transformation mechanic and a hollow killer with 40 bruiser, 40 berserker, 60 devastation. So he does hit pretty damn hard. You know, but even being strong enough to damage through multiple waves, if it lines up and it doesn't suit that range collision first strong attack, he's going to be losing a lot of time. I might need to look at this. Quincy Ichigo. Yeah, okay. So I got Quincy Ichigo over Redux Tosh. This is really, really close to me. Quincy Ichigo did get a 20 Berserker, and he already has a 25% strong attack damage link, as well as already having Havoc. So his third strong attack, he's the only character with a 1200 radius charge attack that's full screen. And not charge is 960, but it's really weird. Or maybe it's 1000 radius. Yeah, I think it's 1000 radius non-charge, and then 1200 while it's charged. But he has the best charge attack in the game. Actually, he does. Yeah, 1200 radius. Well, I would even argue a distant 1170 is better for sure. So yeah, one of the best charge attacks in the game. It's unique only to him, having a 1200 radius full screen. His first is range collision, but his second is a lunge. and he did get a strong attack recharge link as well. So the combination of him having recharge, 40 Bruiser Berserker, 45 Bruiser Berserker, or 45 Berserker, excuse me, 20 Bruiser. Wait, he has an additional bruiser too. But yeah, so he just hits really hard, and he has a better killer than his Toshiro. Even though Toshiro has a much better first strong attack. But getting into this Tosh, he has the best first strong attack in the game without Havoc. You know, the beam 725. His second is like this 2-segmented attack. It's the same as Christmas Neliel and Machine Society Tosh and Tag Team Yamamoto. So yeah, so he has that same second strong attack with no affiliation killer, who he's way better than Quincy Ichigo for those Quincy Ichigo floors. No affiliation killer, beam first strong attack, 2-segmented, I believe it's 635 AoE in front, and then full screen third with freeze on everything. This Jushiro, lunging first. His second strong attack is a boss killer move, being range collision, that starts inside of his body and spreads outwards. It can really kill bosses quick, but it does lend inconsistent damage in regular PvE situations. I had to move Makoto up, and like honestly, before Makoto was like around here, but I feel like this is a good place for him because he does have 40 Bruiser Berserker. He has a range collision first. He has the same type of second strong attack as the new Uryu and like the new Hikone that's about to come out. So it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It does get a good amount of distance in front of him, even though it is range collision. And he does have guard break with the hollow killer, 20 Bruiser Berserker with lacerate on everything. And I mean, he's going to auto content very well, even though some units might be able to manually clear better than him. He's going to hit really hard, and his first is going to knock enemies back when it doesn't kill them, and that is going to slow him down. But I think this is a good place for him. Moving on next to our auto / ER tier, and a lot of you guys do or don't like the fact that I separate these types of characters, but I think it's only fair because you're looking for different things. What auto and ER means is they're good for autoing content and for epic raids. So if you have bad gear, bad accessories, you can just set these characters up and they can just auto PvE content without you really having to worry about much. Let me turn this down a little bit. Yeah, they can auto PvE content without you having to worry about much. And if these characters are epic raid bonuses, they are the best epic raid bonuses of the premium units. So starting off, Hiyori's above Kenny because she's better in epic raids. She has a plant vortex, he has a crawling vortex, and he has weakening. Kenny has a way better kit for farming regular PvE because that crawling vortex, surrounding vortex plus weakening, but she has a better killer than him, and she has weakened defense, which if you get about 3 or 4 Hiyori in epic raids and she's a bonus, you can literally clear the room in like 25 seconds. It's just mad. And a lot of people have dupes of her too, not that they worked on transcendence too much, maybe level 10 attack, but she's a really great epic raid bonus. I've already talked about Kenny, lunging first strong attack, surrounding vortex second strong attack with weakening, which is really the best second strong attack that you can have on a non guard break NAD unit, and then full screen third. He doesn't have a PvE killer though. Shusuke Amagai is a really solid unit. Actually, if they ever do like a guard break accessory, he will be a god tier unit. Lunging first strong attack with the 800 radius second strong attack, that's like the best second strong attack in the game without Havoc. So yeah, very great kit, super great kit, and he does pass a 20% additional normal attack up to any Soul Reapers. He does have a PvE killer, and he does get an additional Bruiser Berserker, 50 Berserker to be frank with you, and he boosts an additional 20% Bruiser on top of his Flurry plus Bruiser. Ishidoichi does the same thing. She boosts speed Soul Reapers for normal attack damage up 20%. She has an Arankar killer with a, oh, and this Shusuke has a DR link as well. She has a NAD link with an Arankar killer, and 20% passive NAD, 20% NAD boost to any blue Soul Reaper. So very good. I have her over Chad because she has the PvE killer, and Chad does boost the entire team, focus, attack, and defense. But he has a PvP killer, not a PvE killer. So he's never really going to have like a killer in IZ or anything like that if you're autoing with him for whatever reason. But he's a great epic raid bonus. Same with Ginrei. Ginrei is actually not as good as Yamamoto or Vasta Lord Ichigo for just straight up auto and clear, but Ginrei auto's way safer than them, has a way better killer, and he's a god tier epic raid bonus. Absolute god tier. Flurry, right? He just sits in one spot, doesn't move. You don't have to move with this character when he's an epic raid bonus. It's especially if it's a hollow epic raid, he absolutely destroys it. Yamamoto is a great character to be. Oh, and this Ginrei has 20 DR link with the hollow killer, by the way. No bruiser, but flurry. Yamamoto, flurry, 16 DR, captain killer, burn on everything. Very good at autoing, meaning he just clears content without you having to do anything. Good build, bad build. He's going to clear most content if you set him up properly. Same with Vasta Lord Ichigo. He's a last ditch link. Yeah, Nad and he's a last ditch link. Yeah. And he gets 20% DR if he's fighting a captain, which doesn't really proc in PvE, so he's basically without a DR link. This Kenny is such a great. He came up a lot because now he's last ditch and DR. So if nothing, he's a god tier link, especially for PvE. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into S tier. Tag Team Renji. A lot of people sleep on him, and I don't cap. Like, I'm gonna place characters as powerful as they are, in my personal opinion. So this Renji is a very great unit. You know, his first, he has Havoc, first of all, guys. So his first is a 570 AoE around him. He doesn't lunge, no, but it's still a solid first strong attack, and you can kill multiple waves with it. You just got to be a little bit better with placing it. He has one of the better second strong attacks in the game, being a 750 radius distant around him. Then he has a full screen charge attack that's 1080 radius. Absolutely devastates enemies, and he has double killer, being hollow killer and a Rankar killer. Yeah, hollow killer and a Rankar killer. This Yoruichi, she's really close, like between her and Flyzen, it's really close. I mean, they both do the exact same things. Flyzen has a better first strong attack, but in my opinion, having 4 flash steps makes her a bit more versatile. She has much better stats and skills, even though that doesn't mean a whole bunch. But I would say 4 flash steps for me personally gets her the notch of Ryzen. That's just my opinion. You know, if you think Flyzen should be higher, I can't really, you know, disagree is what I meant to say. I'm gonna say argue. I can't really argue and then disagree, and I was about to combine the words. But yeah, and also Yoruichi's heart, so that just makes her usable in much more content. This Renji is a very slept on unit. He has freeze resistance and paralysis resistance, meaning that he can never be stopped in quest unless he's dead. So he's also perfect for the speed, for the power soul, for the power scroll trials for daily, because he has paralysis resistance and hollow killer. Very, very great unit. Beam first strong attack, 725 beam. He had his second strong attack had the same AoE as a boost move, but he can spam it every 16 seconds, not every 40 seconds. So it's a huge difference in his clearing capabilities because of second strong attack. Not to mention that his normal attack is super unique, being it's very far and it's AoE around him as well. And he has a full screen third, so it's perfect. No berserker, but he does have bruiser. He's just pretty solid overall, you know, and that he's placed very fairly. Flyzen has he has literally the best lunge first strong attack in the game, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Even without Havoc, he has the best lunging first strong attack in the game. I do think that the beam first strong attack is better overall because you can hit more mobs with it. But the fact that you can use his first strong attack every 3 to 4 seconds, depending on your cooldown ratio, and you travel so far, you encompass 725 AoE around you and behind you, and you travel very far, very fast. You can traverse the map quicker by spamming his first strong attack for an extra flash step. And you can also use it to kill mobs as you're moving quicker. So very intangible with that. His second strong attack holds him back, in my opinion. It really does. You got to be literally right on top of the mobs to kill him. And if you're auting with him, they just indiscriminately waste his second strong attack. Use it only for a boost and not for a move. And that hurts him, bro. He has less immunity frames. He has less just straight up damage output. It hurts him autoing, even though he's still a great autoer. This Badagon is such a slept on unit. He aged so well. Lunging first strong attack, 725 second strong attack, and his third is great. It's basically like a full screen version of the 975 third strong attack. Gets side range, back range, and he has weakening on everything with Sorry Per Killer and recharge. And yeah, Soul Bomb hits crazy. So yeah, Flyzen or Power Eisen, weakening is very OP. And he has the best first strong attack without Havoc and weakening. He has an intangible normal attack string, being that he has triple multiplications on his last 2 hits. His second strong attack is a Vortex, but his first and his NAD make up for it overall. And his third strong attack is very good as well, being full screen, pops off very quick. And the fact he's a hollow, he is kind of essential for some Senkaimon floors. Same with this White Ichigo. Lunge first strong attack, beam second strong attack. So literally the exact same first and second as Badagon. He does have weakening on everything as well. Can you answer the baby? It's air. He has weakening on everything as well. And but the thing that holds this White Ichigo back is that his third isn't full screen. It's 900 radius. So other than that, he would definitely be above this Aizen. This Isane has the beam first strong attack, same as Aizen, same as White Ichigo's second SA, but it's her first. She does have a bruiser and berserker, but her second is a shield move. So it holds her back a bit because she can't garbage with her second strong attack, and her third is a full screen. And then we got TT Toshiro here, lunging first strong attack. And his second strong attack is one of the best second strong attacks in the game. It's the same as the Mind Shinji, except he doesn't have Havoc. So it's basically an upgraded version of the 725 beam first strong attack. Now I will say that this Toshiro has double killers, so at the end of the day he should be ranked higher than a few of the people ahead of him, because he can be used in more content. But their soul bombs are going to hit harder overall because they have weakening. So just kind of keep that in mind. And he doesn't have a recharge link. So yeah, we're moving pretty fast. I know we've talked about a lot of units, but trust me, shit could have been a lot more delayed, ladies and gentlemen. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and start off S plus tier. Thank you, baby. Anything I need to know right now? Okay. All right, so we're gonna start off S plus tier with the Fierce Battle Ichigo, one of the best premium units in the entire game. If it wasn't for the 5th anniversary Ichigo and Byakuya, this would be the best premium unit in the game, in my personal opinion. If his second strong attack was 800 radius, he would be god tier. Like, he would be god tier, but his second strong attack holds him back a little bit. It's still a perfect second strong attack, but it's not the best second strong attack. He does have refilling strong attacks in his data pill skill, and I will give it to him. He has the best third strong attack in the game, in my personal opinion, without Havoc. Being it's at 975 in front of him, behind him, and on the side. So you really only lose damage, or you only lose AoE if you basically place his third strong attack wrong. As long as you place it right, you're going to get more usefulness out of it than a full screen third. And when he transforms, he refills all his strong attacks. He already has 40, 40, 60 Bruiser, Berserker, Devastation. And when he transforms, he gets even higher mags, which makes him hit one of the hardest hitting characters in the game. But like, comparing his second strong attack to everybody else on his list, he has a worse second strong attack. Only person I would say he has a better second strong attack than is this TLA Soy Phone, which we'll get into her right now. TLA Soy Phone. And mind you guys, I'm ranking all these characters with level 10 SP. So no dupes, just level 10 SP. Not, oh, who's more common, anything like that. So with the level 10 SP, Soy Phone is clearing content faster than literally every single one of these characters except for Fierce Battle Ichigo and Guild Quest. So she's gonna, her first is gonna absolutely destroy. Her second is gonna absolutely destroy. There's a little like skill to placing her second like optimally, so you can kill 2 to 3 waves with it, but you can easily kill 2 to 3 waves where second strong attack alone. She's literally 4 times faster than every other unit in the game, than 99% of units in the game, because she has 4 flash steps plus long strides. So her flash steps are twice the speed, and she has twice the number of flash steps than any other unit in this game. If you've never played with her, I'm telling you, try this character out. She's an absolute blast to use. Ginzuru, the one, he has a lunging first strong attack and the best second strong attack in the game, being without Havoc. Standard second strong attack in the game without Havoc. 800 radius, so same as Mugetsu, Hikone, Adult Toshiro. Yeah, yep. And the same as actually Shusuke Amagai. So yeah, and he does have the dual mechanic with guard break. He doesn't have Havoc, right? But he has a guard break, which means he's never going to lose damage, which means his first strong attack can one-shot the toughest mobs in the game. That's basically what guard break does. Your first strong attack can one-shot the biggest mobs in the game, all right? Which is huge, like, which is pretty big. So guard break is really good, very intangible. But yeah, he has one of the best kits in the entire game. The only way to make his kit better would be to give him Havoc. And he has guard break with the dual mechanic. The dual mechanic keeps him safe, and he has poison or lacerate on everything. The dual mechanic keeps him safe. It doesn't do extra damage. It keeps you safe. It attacks enemies for you, keeps you out of their attacking range. Like, trust me, the dual mechanic is good. It's not for extra damage though. It's for keeping you safe and for that intangibility of being able to switch out and all that kind of stuff. Koga is honestly one of the best kitted characters on the list. 875 beam for a strong attack, which is the best first strong attack in the game, plus Havoc. The best second strong attack in the game, the best standard second strong attack in the game, which means every character included besides Speed Byakuya. So, best second strong attack and the best third strong attack in the game, being 1170 distant AoE around him, in front of him, and on the back of him. Best third strong attack in the game. Only he, Kirenji, the new Hikone, and Can't Fear on World Shunsui have that same third strong attack, which is absolutely god tier in my opinion. If Koga had a Berserker or something, I could see him being over Ichigo, but he doesn't have a Berserker, even though his kit is better. This Rukia is really good. She basically has the same kit as Spirit Society Byakuya and Bankai Shinji, minus 20% Havoc. So, literally the best strong attacks in the game with Berserker and Bruiser, and Recharge Link, Freeze on everything, Paralysis on her second. Very great unit. This Kenny, and some might be like, well, Kenny should be over Rukia. I don't think so, because, like, I think having a strong attack damage link slows him down. Like, not only is Rukia's second strong attack significantly better than Kenny's, but Kenny can't get his second strong attack as much as Rukia will use hers. So keep that in mind. Even though he does have the Zeta Pill skill, a lunging first and a full screen third with the transformation mechanic, he just hits so hard. You really don't need to hit that hard. Like, even in, like, you just, I would rather him have been a recharge link. Like his high damage wouldn't seem like such a gimmick, because now he has a sad link instead. So it's like, you know, that's just my my opinion personally. He's still an S plus tier unit, of course. Mugetsu, 3 flash steps, weakening on everything. The same kit as Adult Toshiro. So lunge first, 800 radius second strong attack, full screen third. Weakening on everything means his soul bomb hits that much harder. Double killer being hollow, non-affiliation. Absolutely great. Weakening makes him, like, you could argue that he should be better than Kenpachi, but it just depends, because he don't have no Berserker. But yeah. Not better than Kenny, because Kenny transforms. This Red 2, I had a hard time placing her because she had the best kit in the game with guard break without Havoc. So if she had Havoc, she would have the best kit in the entire game with guard break. And every guard break character, they somehow shaft them in some way, shape, or form, unless a certain few characters. So that's pretty much that. Her killer is never going to be relevant, but she has 40 Bruiser, 40 Berserker, 60 Devastation, and the best kit in the game without Havoc and guard break. So she's never going to lose damage. She's still going to be able to one-shot the toughest mobs with her first strong attack, killer or non-killer, because she has 40% bruiser, berserker. So yeah, and guard break. This Ukiura, a Rankar killer. He's a really good unit. I mean, it's kind of hard to place him. Like he would be a lot higher, except his second strong attack it's a split collision, so it's like 600 and 630 radius only in front of him, not really any back or side range, and like it holds him back a bit. He does have 40 bruiser, 40 berserker with an Arankar killer, and guard break, and he has weakened defense. Like if he did not have that weakened defense, he wouldn't like I don't think he would be up this high. But let me just check here. Yeah, 625 radius. That hits him 2 waves. So his second strong attack is segmented, which is not good, bro. But it's nowhere near as bad as like a range collision second strong attack. Like, and it's nowhere near as bad as a vortex. It's like half of a vortex, or like 1/4 of a vortex. You know what I mean? So it's still solid. You know what I mean? It's just not shit tier. You know what I mean? So yeah, this Shinji actually has one of the best second strong attacks in the game. It's 1080 radius, like it's 1080 width, like in front of the screen. All melee collision, stupid link, like 3000 radius back. Is basically a super amped up version of the 870 first or second strong attack. It's just a better version. The only people that have ever gotten his second strong attack is him and Tag Team Toshiro. He does have Havoc with the full screen third, so a 1200 radius, and his second is 1080 width, 3000 length back, and his first is a 570 lunge. So he still has one of the best kits in the entire game. When he gets resurrected, if he gets a 10 strong attack recharge link and any extra berserker, bro, he's literally going to be one of the best characters in the game, like literally. So keep an eye on it, you guys. And there's no cap in my rap. Y'all know what's up. We're looking at the best characters in the entire game right now, which are going to be 5th anniversary Ichigo and 5th anniversary Byakuya. Like you got we all know this. The reason that I have Ichigo over Byakuya, well, okay, let's just talk about the characters. Marauder and Sharpshooter are the most busted skill in the game for PvE. It gives you guard break plus melee or range complete resistance. So both of these characters classify as melee and range, and they both have guard break with incredible kits. Ichigo does have a better kit overall. When I say overall, I mean comparing his first, his second, and his third. Byakuya has a significantly better second strong attack, but Ichigo's first is definitely better, massively better, a lot better. Not to mention, Ichigo has higher magnifications plus weakening on everything. So on paper, Ichigo just better. Byakuya has the best second strong attack in the game by far, bar none, no competition. He not only literally has the best second strong attack in the game, but an additional second strong attack mixed with it. A 50 hit vortex that seeks enemies relentlessly. If there's someone alive, it's seeking you down, which means that he transcends co-op. Like if you use his second strong attack in co-op, the first wave is already going to kill one. The first impact is going to kill at least one full wave. Then the vortex is going to kill the second wave, and then if you use another strong attack, that second wave is dead. Then the vortex goes to the third wave. So literally in the launching of you doing your second strong attack, you've killed an entire wave, vortex one wave into another wave, and then there's only 2 seconds that his second strong attack is not available. It's absolutely busted. Byakuya's first strong attack is shitty. It's bad, okay? But it's only fair. I swear to you, it's only fair. If this Byakuya had a beam first strong attack or a lunge first strong attack, he would be without a doubt God tiers above any other character that they could ever come out with. He literally has 2 second strong attacks in one. They've never, ever done that. Any character that has a vortex and a something move, the damage is segmented. His damage is not segmented, it's boosted, it's doubled. And on top of that, he has Sharpshooter with crazy magnifications already by himself. So the Byakuya, his third strong attack, isn't perfect because it locks you in place, but it doesn't really matter. It's distant AoE 1200 radius, so it makes him a crazy autoer. He's literally the best SP autoer that the game has ever come out with. In this Kisuke, I have him above everyone else because he's essentially like Tokinata, being that he has the best type of ranged NAD string imaginable. The best type of NAD imaginable with guard break, meaning one NAD hit, he can literally rip through 6 to 7, 8 enemies with one NAD hit. His second is a shield move, which gives him 3 barriers, which means he can survive one-hit KO attacks in Inheritance Zone, which makes him a better autoer overall than Tokinata. In my personal opinion, Tokinata has the boost, which with Enhancer, and he transforms. So Tokinata is going to be dealing more damage overall, but this character is a bit safer. Also, to add that Flurry characters for Soul Reaper Killer have 3 guard break units, while Arankar had 0 guard break units before Kisuke that had Flurry. So keep that in mind. And the fact that Kisuke progresses your account with the +5 IZ link skill. He's literally one of the most useful characters in the game, and without a doubt, one of the top 3 premium units in the game, period, right now. Like I said, before these characters dropped, Fierce Battle Ichigo was beyond a doubt the best premium character. And then I would say Ginzuru was probably second, and then maybe TLA Soifon. So, but TLA Soifon clears content faster than Ginzuru, so I have her higher because she clears content faster. That's one of the biggest indications of what a great character is. So that is the tier list, and I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a long video, but it could have been a lot longer. Don't fret. Whenever you like, share, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah. Oh, listen, I need to give a special shout out to the boy Jins, because I'm gonna link his channel down below. He's been doing Bleach news, he's been doing banner analysis, and he's been doing the summons. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the boy Jins' channel. I will have him linked. Can we get this man to 100 subscribers just off this video? This video is going to get a lot of attention. A lot of you guys know who Jins is. But yeah, make sure to show the boy some love. His channel will be linked down below. Prof Nation, until next time, I sincerely love y'all. I'm out.